or the OMERS, through its investment teams, has significant investments in Asia. Investors and business officials have gathered in Singapore ahead of Prime Minister Modi's visit. Our correspondent Akshay Dongre spoke to Ashish Goel, the Executive Vice President of OMERS. Let's listen in.
Ahead of the arrival of Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Singapore, there is not only an excitement among the Indian diaspora, but also among the investors and business officials here that are working in Singapore. In fact, we are right now at the office of OMERS, a large pension fund based out of Canada, and we have the Executive Vice President of OMERS, Mr. Ashish Goel, here with us. Sir, we are seeing a lot of excitement as far as Prime Minister's arrival is concerned. So how is the business community looking at it?
I think there's a lot of excitement over the last many years now. There's been a very good communication between the two sides, government to government, business leaders to business leaders. So the Indian diaspora here is obviously large. There are very meaningful relationships, positive relationship between the two countries. And I think there's a lot of excitement around what comes next.
Sir, as far as India and Singapore are concerned, they are huge trade partners. In fact, Singapore is the largest source of foreign direct investment into India, as far as last year is concerned. So where do you see the potential lies right now? In what fields can India and Singapore further collaborate?
So Singapore, obviously, in the last 40, 50 years has gone from third world to first. And there are a number of industries where Singapore is a world leader. A few of them, I think, have been discussed in the recent meetings. One is advanced manufacturing. So for a number of historical reasons, Singapore has a very large and well-developed semiconductor manufacturing setup. So there are a lot of skills that can be transported to India. Yep. There are a lot of opportunities for collaboration. Singapore is limited by just its sheer size and its the size of its labor force. So, having a partnership in India which gives Singapore a sort of a large hinterland to do bigger things at a bigger scale in partnership with Indian companies, there are opportunities clearly there, and I think India should take full advantage of that, absorb those skills and so on.
What is the outlook that has changed, and what has been the impact of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's policies, pro-trade policies, as far as India's outlook is concerned?
I think what has been quite remarkable is the policy stability and direction that we have seen in the last 10 years. There is a clarity of purpose, and policy is designed in line with that purpose, and it's been stable. And as long as we have that stability, that predictability, global capital is going to feel more comfortable about coming to India. So Make in India will be an important part of that. We need to see more of the same policy continuity. There are a number of areas that this government has been working on. As we see those measures come through, I think international investors are going to continue to feel more comfortable investing in India.
That was Mr. Ashish Goel, the Executive Vice President of OMERS. And as far as the business leaders are concerned, clearly you can see that there is a very good outlook as far as India's performance in the past 10 years is concerned, especially for the businesses across the world. With camera person SP Dubey, I'm Akshay Dongre, Need India.